Wes and Sarah, can you talk about the functionality of task categories?
Absolutely. So what you see here from Brian, right? This is sort of a long list of action required, basically, and within it, you can see a few different like tasks. So if you're familiar with funnel, you're probably familiar with tasks. It's essentially like a proactive to do on a particular guest card for a particular person. So your starting point here, you have a bunch of different tasks, about 6 in total. You can see all these green ones here, like in the case of like an applicant processing specialist, for example, they would never need to like be calling a prospect. They wouldn't probably need to be doing like a tour follow-up, right? Their role is probably specific just to application tasks. So for them, we created this concept of a task category, which means basically we apply a particular category to a task when it's created, or your users can apply those categories when they're created. And then based on the category determines which task we show to which group of users. So in this case, that pink one there, that task applicant, that says show this to the applicant team, don't show it to anybody else. Yeah. If you flip to the next slide, you can kind of see how that filters down. So here now we've removed all the tasks that are not relevant to them, but we've kept our tasks for the applicant team. So that way they know, take care of this, everything else will be handled by somebody else. Sarah, can you give us a little bit about how this might work in real life?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Wes. So to give another example in the real world, say that you had a group of properties that were clustered in a close area. You could use task categories to create a specific team that handles tours for just that group of properties. So when a tour is booked, a tour specialist task will automatically be created and assigned to the roaming team of tour specialists. These agents are only going to see tour tasks at the community that they're responsible for. So it'll leave on-site agents to work their own queue without receiving tour notifications. So hey, better conversion rates. When I was on site, everybody had to be a jack of all trades and do a little bit of everything. And there was obviously areas where certain employees shined through and other things that they weren't so great at. So functionality like the task categories would allow for PMCs to structure their teams based on their team's strengths and let them sparkle where they need to shine. If you have somebody amazing at sales, you can maximize their gifts and have them be a roaming tour specialist, closing and converting those leads for you.
I love that. It's also made me wonder where I sparkle and shine, Sarah. So maybe that's for another call.